I'm Tone Bot, know I'm Tone Bot, know I'm Tone Bot. We back, Ratchet Gang. We back with another one. We back with another banger. Let's get the likes up. Look, you might have forgot. Hell, they might have forgot. But you already know it's the king. Too loyal, know I'm Tone Bot, Ratchet TV. Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Get the likes up if you in the building. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you can get the drop whenever I drop. All right, so boom. Man. We got to talk, Ratchet Gang. We got to chop it up. Look, right about now, we got to get back into that damn Kenneka case. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get back into that damn Kenneka case. We fixing to get right back into it like we always do it. So salute to everybody in the chat. We got a lot to cover and a lot to unpack in the Kenneka Jenkins case, allegedly. And everything I say is alleged. And it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video. Everything I say is alleged. Allegedly, y'all. So let's get back into this Kenneka Jenkins case. Now, you remember last time we left on a cliffhanger again. We left on the part where, Antonia Evans' mother Barbara moved in with the Justice League with King Rob and chosen people. And they had this play that they ran with Zach TV where they figured out Zach TV was working with the higher ups. It was a lot going on in that last episode. If you missed if you missed, what was that, part 3, then shit, yeah, you just missed it. Was that part 3? I'm trying to make sure because I get caught up on it. Was part 3, right? Yeah, this part 4. I was like, I believe this is part 4. I got to make sure though, because I'm doing so much. I'm doing a couple of series right now. So this is part 4 of the Kenneka Jenkins case. So Kenneka Jenkins part 4 is about to start in just a minute. So I'm not even gonna be up here BSing. We finna get straight to it, like we always do it. So make sure you go ahead and like the video. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share the video out, and also make sure you hype this video when it ends. I need everybody using them hype points to hype my videos up. I need everybody hyping these videos all the way up. Like the video and hype it up. Like the video and hype it up. Let's continue. Let's keep it a big buck. All right, y'all ready? So, moderator, salute to the green team, salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all encourage people. Hey, send a donation, super chat, super sticker. I appreciate all that. Cash App, $Ratchet TV. Y'all know what it is. Let's keep it a big buck. All right. So we're gonna start right back. We're gonna pick up right where we left off. So hopefully everyone's okay with that. We ain't got no time to waste. Let's get right back into this case. Y'all ready? Let's go.
I'm going to say it again. The deaths are real. The stories
there are people
fake.
dying.
A lot of people are dying, but the story, what they're doing is when they kill the person, they make up a fake story to come up with an excuse as if why they are dead and strip them down and get everything out. That's what they're doing in Chicago.
So they kill these people off, you're saying that they're getting their organs, correct?
Everything. Everything.
They're making money, obviously, off of these dead people. They're paying people off to make these stories up.
Yep.
Correct?
That's what they're doing.
And then getting America or, the whole world to believe what they're saying.
Exactly. It's just like this new case with Jolie. Have you seen that?
The one that's from Virginia.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know when you watched that interview, I know your skin was irking. I know it. Did you see that lady? They're lying. The news, they're just lying. They're just lying. No body is going to go to waste.
So you're saying that they all have connections to one thing, even though this one is in Virginia?
Yeah, no. No, I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay.
But I know one thing. A dead body that young is not going to go to waste. Do you understand me? It's not. We're talking about almost $300,000 for a liver. Nobody's body is going to go to waste. Nobody on this earth that dies, their body has just went to waste. They're taking everything they can. And that's why the kids are missing, because the kids' bodies are more valuable. But you have to understand this too. Just go back and look at what Teresa is doing. Okay, when Teresa was on the news, when it first happened, she had a black eye and she had a cast. It's like, who shot you in your eye? Who are you fighting? We have proof that Lenora is actually the aunt of Breonna Garrett. Breonna Garrett is in Indiana right now. We have proof. Andrew Holmes is from Indiana. Breonna Garrett was raped in March. That's where this started off. She was raped in March on Facebook Live. Breonna and Kenneka definitely know each other, but they look alike. They look alike. So basically what they did was they told Breonna, go to Indiana and hide out, and they told Kenneka, we're going to pay you, and we want you to take on the identity of Breonna.
See, I told you this is the case of 3 girls, Breonna, Antonia, and Kenneka. And the connections don't stop. Everybody knew everything. Everybody knows everybody. This was all a strategic cinematic movie.
That's what they did. That's why they had the Crown Plaza. They had the kids. They made sure her clothes were pulled off, made sure her breasts were exposed to make it look like she was raped when she was laying in the freezer. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That girl never froze to death. Nobody froze to death. Nobody froze to death.
Also, why was she in 3 different positions? You can't move an unalive body, man. You can't do that. That's tampering with the crime scene. You can't do that.
And this has been happening way before now. So it didn't just start with Kenneka, is what you're saying. It started with people before Kenneka. That was just
of course.
That was just
of
the one
course.
that changed.
They've been doing this for years. For years. You have to understand, when somebody dies, they have records on them. Why is Kenneka at the cremation place? We caught them. He said we only had Kenneka's possessions for about 15 seconds. Why is she there if she's laying in the casket? Why is she even there? Why is there 2 different caskets? Like, we're really looking into this. I promise you, if you sit down and watch Sheldon King's videos, you're going to know what that lady did.
See, it's all a play. This is all a strategic plan, man. I'm telling y'all, this Kenneka case is not what you think it is. It's just not. It's sick.
There's literally 2 different caskets in the footage. It's really weird. It's weird how the pastor said she sacrificed her daughter. That's really weird too. How the lady hasn't.
The pastor definitely said that at Kenneka's funeral, like, the mother had to sacrifice her daughter. It's like, wait, what? What?
Came out and said anything. It doesn't take this long to settle in with a hotel that's that rich. Where is the lawsuit? Where is the settlement at? You haven't said anything about your daughter. Your daughter is laying here dead in 3 different positions, and you mean to tell me you haven't came out and said something? You're still talking about the camera on the fucking freezer? Do you understand? It doesn't make any sense.
With this one, just, because the whole thing, like you said, it is crazy, and if you don't dive into it, you don't understand it completely. So,
yeah.
With everything else, there's a lot of crime and stuff that goes on in Chicago. So the crime and stuff that goes on there, do you feel like that's all tied in to the same thing as well?
I know for a fact that it's all tied in, because you have to remember, okay, this is what creeped me out. When we pulled up records on the cremation place that Kenneka was cremated at before she was beat to death by her mom, there's actually the sign on the side of the building. What they're doing is they're fronting it as a flower shop, but it's not a flower shop. The creepy shit happens through the back, through the back. And it actually says the year that since how long they've been in business. It said like 1970 something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like they've always said Chicago has the highest death rate. The reason why they have the highest death rate is because they're just simply snatching bodies up out there.
But why do you think they're just doing it from Chicago and nowhere else? Why Chicago and no other place?
I wouldn't say that they're not doing it anywhere else. That's the problem. I wouldn't say they're not doing it anywhere else, but what I'm saying is the officers and the activists in Chicago, they have taken this to another level.
Okay.
To another level. Think about it. See, because when you get greedy, that's when the devil, when God catches you, when you get really greedy. You know they could have killed those girls and not said anything to anybody, right? They were greedy. They're like, no, we're going to get money off of Kenneka's whole body. We're going to get money off of a few of Antonia's organs that are still good. And we're going to get money off of being a grieving family. And we're going to get money off of how fixated people are watching this girl walk through these hallways, watching people disappear and reappear, and no one is saying anything. That's enough to drive anyone crazy. So it was just all a scheme. The whole thing was just, let's not do anything evil and wicked, but let's take it to another level. Let's celebrate how evil we are. We're going to move her arm knowing she's dead. You know you can't do that. You can't touch a dead body in a crime scene. I don't understand why everyone's overlooking that. How is this girl laying down, face down, in one photo, and on the next photo, her arm is up? How? When she's dead. So you mean to tell me you're a mother and you're not going to mention the fact that your daughter's moving positions? Why is somebody touching my daughter's body? You're not going to say that? She's guilty. She's guilty. You know? Now, it's going to take you a long time to watch shows and stuff, but just simple stuff like that is a red flag.
That is. I mean, I definitely been questioning that. Like, how the hell is she moving position? She's not supposed to be alive. Who touching the body? Who's moving her to make her pose in positions as she? Did the hotel do it? Did the cops do it? Who did it? And why has nobody ever brought that up in like a press conference or anything? Mm-mm. I find it very weird that nobody ever talks about that. They just pretty much just act like that shit didn't. We ain't see that. That was AI.
Is a red flag. I mean, what the hell? Like, do you understand? It's right in your face. You just gotta look. You just gotta pay attention.
So what about? You said that Kenneka's mother beat her to death?
Let me tell you something. Kenneka was beat to death by more than one person. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that right now. And you also have to remember, we're dealing with some satanic people. You know what I mean? We're dealing with Masons. We're dealing with, go and look at Teresa Martin's Facebook. I can't because she blocked me. But if you look at her Facebook, her birthday party, she has all these kids standing around throwing up Mason stuff. Teresa's a Mason. Teresa is a Mason. These are some wicked, wicked, wicked people. So it's not just, I just wish you would have watched. I just wish you would have watched, you know. And I do believe you can still catch up. But just what I'm trying to focus on right now is the obvious stuff. That's what I'm trying to focus on. Mm-hmm. The obvious stuff. Where is the settlement? Where is the lawsuit? The autopsy? You know what I mean? Like everything. The autopsy said that she died from hypothermia.
Correct.
Nobody froze to death. That girl, Antonia, laying in that freezer, why is there a guy carrying a wig downstairs? We got footage of him carrying the wig.
That's true. Somebody was carrying a wig downstairs. I don't believe anyone froze to death that night anyway. I do believe that somebody was placed strategically in that freezer to make it appear that this is what happened. And that's the obvious play that they were going to run. Okay, well, she just froze to death. And yeah, it just was a complete accidental. She just was drunk, went in there. No, she was. I don't even think that was her in there. I'm gonna be real. I think that was Antonia. I don't believe. I believe we're watching a movie as this girl stumbles down hallways. I don't know what the fuck we're watching. I just know it's not real. This whole case is sinister and it's creepy. Let's continue.
That's on her head. But Teresa, as far as Teresa, Kenneka was killed at that crematory place. And it was like literally like a ritual. What they've done, it's like a ritual. Why do you think more than one girl had to die? She died on the 6th. She died on the 6th. And then they have the reenactment on the 9th. Teresa, Monifa, and probably about 2 men beat Kenneka to death that night. But this whole story is fake. This whole story is fake. Did you see the difference between, okay, did you see the scene in the kitchen where she's walking towards the freezer, and then when they came out with the 72-hour footage, did you see the guy standing in the back of the kitchen that wasn't there before? Did you see that? I mean, I'm not talking about no shadow. I'm talking about.
I've seen where people have said that there's somebody back there. I haven't seen it personally myself.
Okay, so you got people still chasing shadows, but this is what I'm saying. There's literally, and I don't mean a shadow, I don't mean I think I see something, I mean literally a dude standing there, and you can tell it's staged, you know, it's fake. Like, it's like, okay, the footage in the news, nobody's in the kitchen when she's walking, and then all of a sudden, when they release the 72-hour footage, there's a guy standing there watching her go to the back. So you mean to tell me you've edited? This is on Rosemont's website. It's on Rosemont's website. Rosemont put this out. There's a dude standing in the back of the kitchen, and on the news, there's not a dude standing in the back of the kitchen. Do you understand? They think this is a joke, y'all. I'm trying to get y'all to understand. They think this is a joke. I'm going to ask you another question. Did you hear Teresa say she had a ticket for the 6th in her car? Did you hear her say that?
No, not me personally.
Okay. On the 911 call, when she calls and says, look, I was laying in bed, I got a call from my daughter's friends, blah, 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 she said,
This story is, it's like I'm watching it for the first time all over again, just listening back to all this shit. Like, knowing what I know now, it's just like it just hits differently. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but this case just hits different this time around. It's like, bruh, I think it's because we see all the plays this ran in like the cases these days, so we just kind of see exactly what they
she's
did.
looking at the ticket. Oh, yeah, they brought my
But let's continue. So look, let's go back to the ticket. We're talking about the ticket now.
car back. Oh, this ticket is for the 6th. She said this ticket is for the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th. She said that. Why would you have a ticket for the 6th if your daughter was there on the 9th? And another question. Why would you need an actress if she's alive? You know why they needed an actress? Because Kenneka was already dead. When Monifa's in that mirror by the bathroom and they're laughing, you know, when Kenneka and Monifa's hair is long, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's not Kenneka. Do you understand me? Go back, sweetie. Go back and look. Go back. I want you to open that picture of Kenneka standing in that bathroom with Monifa, and I want you to pull up a real picture of Dimples. That's not her. They don't even look alike at all. So that girl that night that was supposed to be there that night, that was an actress.
Do y'all believe that? Let me know in the chat. Do y'all believe the girl the night of the 9th was an actress and she originally died on the 6th? Do y'all believe that? Let me know in the chat.
She just got paid to walk the hallways. So if Monifa is standing next to her, that means that Monifa knows that Kenneka is dead. That's what that means. Everything is in your face. All you got to do is go look. That means the mom has to be one of the killers. She has to be. Because you're walking around telling everybody that was your daughter, and it wasn't. Why would you lie? This was a ritual. These people are not playing when it comes to these sacrifices. The girl that died that night when those kids were there is Antonia Evans, and Kenneka died on the 6th. At that funeral, when they put that casket in that ground saying, rest in peace, Kenneka, Kenneka is not in there, and they know she's not in there. All you got to do is look at everything. Kenneka has the dimples. Just remember that. Kenneka has the dimples. That's why there's so many lookalikes, because they've been planning this since March, and they did everything via social media. Kenneka's real Facebook, we will never see it. Do you understand? We will never see it. She was playing two parts. She was playing two parts. She knew they were going to kill Antonia. She knew they were going to kill Antonia. So she knew she was going to go to the Crown Plaza and play a part, but she didn't know they were going to take her out in the midst of it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you have facts to prove all of this.
Everything. Everything.
Like, anybody can ask you anything, and you have
anybody
100%
can ask me
facts.
anything. Anything.
Now, a lot of people said that you were doing this because of your music.
Mhm.
And that you're trying to promote yourself.
Yes.
Was it ever about that?
No. And I'm going to say this much. This is where I went back and forth with this, because I said, wow, okay, I've been posting my music for 16 years. I don't want people to think I'm doing this for that. So am I supposed to stop promoting my music? And I told myself, I said, nope. I was like, nope. Now, as far as you guys, you have to understand, I've been trying to get that many people to know who I am for years. Mm-hmm. Why didn't I post my music under the viral video? How come I never made a comment about my music under that viral video? How come I never sent you guys a song? You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't going to punish myself and say, I'm going to stop posting my music on my page, but I did not take advantage of this situation and say anything about my music to you guys. I didn't, correct. And you guys know that.
You didn't. Correct, you didn't. Not at all.
Okay. Yeah, so if they go to my page and they just happen to see that I'm doing what I've been doing since I was 2, that's not my fault. But I really do care.
So, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. The story gets deep. The story of Kenneka Jenkins just gets deeper. We not done. We still got a lot to unpack. So, like I told y'all, we was gonna finish this conversation, which we got a couple more videos left in this one. Then we moving on to something else as far as the hotel is concerned. We're gonna be where we gonna be on this episode. So I hope y'all are enjoying the content. Let's go ahead and continue.
I care about this story. I really do care about this story, and for me, I can't let this go. Somebody got to go down for this. I'm sorry. I know what they did to these girls.
Now, one last thing before we end this. The information that you have, and you said you have facts and everything for it, who are you giving this information to? Are you going to the cops to give them this information? Like, who are you trying to let know about this?
Yeah. So what the Justice League is doing, what the Justice League is doing is they're putting a packet together. Okay? They're putting together a packet of all the evidence. And yes, we are going to take it. We want it to be to the point to where it's undeniable. This is undeniable. This lady is guilty as all outdoors. So that's what the Justice League is doing. Chosen is putting together all this evidence, and we will go to somebody about this. The question is, who do you go to when everyone's so corrupt in Chicago? That's the problem. The people that you're supposed to go to for stuff like this are the people that's doing it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the issue. But I'm going to just send you. I can just literally, if her hopping around, if a dead girl hopping around a freezer isn't enough evidence, and a mom not coming out and bringing that up is not enough, what should be enough is when I send you these side-by-side photos of the girl in the bathroom. And Kenneka, that's just not her. It's just not. It's just not. That would make everybody in there guilty. Because there's a girl in there playing Kenneka. You're standing next to Kenneka, acting like you're at a party with Kenneka, and it's just not her. They just thought everybody was going to say, okay, whatever, and forget about this. They didn't think everyone was going to look into it.
And you're saying it's a whole actress.
That is an actress. You're going to know when we get off the phone. See, and this is the thing. It's really complicated. That's why right now I'm just telling you the obvious shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you the obvious stuff. That lady killed her. She killed her, and she knows exactly what happened to her. And think about this. You know Teresa would have already tried to sue Chosen, right? If his information was false, she would have sued him for defamation of character already. There's a reason why she can't do that. Because if you get one of those people, if you get one of us in court, it's too much evidence. You can't take us to court. You can't. So I just want you to look at the obvious, and it's not hard to tell that Monifa, Shamaya, Lenora, Teresa, Andrew Holmes, all of them, they're in on this. Everybody's lying. The police is lying. The police were fake. The police were fake. Everything was fake that night. They literally had these kids come into that hotel, gave them pizza and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fake. It's not real. And I would love to. I'm going to keep posting as much as I can.
Now, is there anything else you would like anybody else, would you like people to know before we end this? Like, anything else?
I want you guys to make sure that if you care about this case, I want you guys to make sure that you spread the word of what has happened to these girls. You know, don't worry about how many views you get, because what happens is what's in the dark comes to light. And if nobody is saying anything, we can't change anything. They're snatching up these kids. So I just want everyone to know, please, and you need to tune in to Chosen King. He's the truth. He's the only person on.
This is like makes me understand more that all of the fucking content creators, and I mean all of them, they were all involved. Every single content creator was involved with the plot and the plan to cover up the Kenneka Jenkins case. That's just my opinion, but let's continue on to this.
Only person on, and this is how you know. This is how you know we got him. I'm gonna tell you how you know we got him. We're the only people they're responding to. You don't realize that? We're the only people that Teresa and them is responding to. We're the only people that's getting threatened. We're the only people. We're also the only people that know that Teresa's guilty. Everybody on YouTube is still looking at shadows in the fucking hallway, bro. We're the only ones that got the truth. So Chosen King 2, they keep shutting his channels down. You know that, right? He's on his 5th. He's on Chosen King 5. If we're lying, why are you shutting our channels down and nobody else's channels? Chosen King 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tune in, you guys. Tune in. Start from the beginning. Start from the beginning. Go back to the beginning. And I bet you money, you will know without a doubt that lady is guilty. I promise you.
Now, you said they're threatening y'all. How are they threatening y'all?
Oh,
or
man.
responding to y'all in any other kind of way?
Man, well, you know, Teresa, she's not able to.
I can't lie. The person interviewing her asked a lot of great questions. I got to say that I commend this woman on the questions she was asking. She was asking some, and you know, I very rarely give people credit on questions because I feel like a lot of people just interview to be interviewing, and certain people just be asking some great questions. And she's got some good questions.
To hit me up and threaten me, she can't do that because she knows I'll put her on blast. So what she does is she goes and she gets her little helpers. Now, as far as Chosen, Teresa has already responded to Chosen directly. You understand? Mm-hmm. Teresa on her Facebook, she has already responded to Chosen. I don't understand why it's 100,000 people doing videos on your daughter and we're the only people that you've responded to. Because we're the only people that have the truth. You guys got to tune in. I'm telling you, tune in. Sit down. Go to Chosen King's channel. Sit down. Get you a big, giant cup of tea and sip. And I bet you will know that lady is guilty. You guys will know without a doubt. There's no question about it. There's just not. There's no question about it.
This is just a lot of stuff to take in at one time. I want to actually thank you for taking your time and actually explaining and letting us know exactly, you know, point for point, word for word, how you felt and the things that you knew and how you knew what you knew.
No problem. And like I said, when Chosen pulls up those receipts on that autopsy and all that stuff and the crematory people, when he pulls up those receipts, I want y'all to pick up your phone and call them. Call the number. It's real. It's real. When Richard Hagan, the guy that's over missing people in Chicago, is sitting here telling this woman that her daughter is alive but just doesn't want to speak to them. We have all that on tape. The sister, we done called the sister. She over here saying Antonia is alive. The mom is over here saying she's dead. That's what I'm saying. It's not how do you know that she's guilty. It's how do you not know. You know what I'm saying? So just sit down and sip the tea and spread the word, you guys.
All right. Well, I want once again thank you for everything, and you just keep us up to date on any information that you want to let us know about the whole case or anything else. We're here to be the voice for you, and let everybody know.
I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Let's put a smile on someone's face. Let's change this. We gotta change this. We gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
No problem. You have a great day.
You too.
Man. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of good information, a lot of crazy shit going on. Like you just kind of see that there is definitely too many moving parts in this case. And that's exactly why they couldn't solve it. I mean, I don't think they ever wanted to. I'm be real. I don't think they ever wanted to solve the shit. So that was a part of the conversation that we left on a cliffhanger with. And now there's going to be another cliffhanger, but it ain't right now. We got a little more to go. So we're going to start on this, and we're going to pick it up how we pick it up. I told y'all this is a great way to do this. Let's continue. Let's get on to the next subject.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm back, and I know it's been a minute, and I'm glad y'all still riding with me. But trust and believe, I'm always working. I'm always working, and I'll always be back. Okay? And I'm going to be honest with y'all. After that last video, I had moved on to the security guard. I started, breaking down his witness statement, watching the surveillance, doing what I do. And one night I had a dream about Kenneka, and it shook me a bit. And I got to tell y'all about the dream because that dream is what inspired this video right here. And in this dream, I'm face to face with Kenneka, and it's dark. So I'm not sure where we are, but I know that it's dark. And I'm face to face with her, but I could tell that there's something going on behind her. I can't make out what it is because I'm so fixated on her.
Get the likes up, y'all. Make sure y'all get the likes up for me if you do not mind, man. If you're enjoying the content, like the video.
That I'm not sure what it is going on behind her. Well, in this dream, I'm asking her, like, who did this to you? What else do we need to do, to help you? And all she kept saying to me was, don't stop. Look closer. Count. And finish him. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit had me on pause for a minute. Because at that time, I'm like, I don't know what it is she wanted me to do. Like, I couldn't wrap my mind around what it was she was trying to tell me. So, of course, I'm still spitballing questions at her. So then all of a sudden, she puts her finger up to her mouth as if she's telling me to be quiet. But y'all know me, shit, I can't be quiet. So I'm still asking questions, because the dream felt so real to me. So I'm still asking questions. And she didn't say anything else. But what started to happen was she started throwing all these pictures at me. And I mean, and it was going pretty fast. And I wasn't able to catch most of them, but there were some pictures that I actually captured. And I was like, okay, what does this mean? So that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to try to figure out what the fuck this means. And I don't want y'all to think I'm on some crazy shit, but the dream felt so real to me that I just felt like we needed to do more. There was more to be done. So, like I said, she started throwing all these pictures at me. And then at some pictures, it seemed as if it was going in slow motion. And I'm like, okay, like, what the fuck does that mean? And I captured a couple of them, and I'm going to show y'all here in this video. But, like I said, there's something going on behind her. So after she throws all these pictures out at me, what I noticed was people scattered behind her. And again, I don't.
And I'm just going to interpret this as being those friends, because behind Kenneka was a whole bunch of shit going on. It was a lot of plays being ran. Kenneka was under the impression that she was running the play, That's the crazy part about all this. Kenneka was always under the impression that she was the one running the play on Bree Bree. She was always thinking that this was going to be something that was going to set Bree Bree up, and Bree Bree was going to be the one getting out the way. Unfortunately for her, somebody saw a perfect opportunity to go ahead and line Kenneka up, and there was a lot of moving parts right behind her. Like I said, this was all a staged event. Kenneka was this was all originally supposed to be for Bree Bree. Antonia just found herself in the mix, and Kenneka got backdoored.
Know who it is. I can't see them. So they scattered. And the whole time she's standing there and she has her finger up to her mouth as if she's telling me to be quiet. And then all of a sudden, it felt as if she was fading away. So again, I'm, spitballing questions like, who did this? Um, and she wouldn't say anything to me. But what really scared me, and I think what really bothered me the most, was that as she began to fade away, an image behind her was becoming clearer. Okay, and again, for a minute, I don't know who this is, and it was at that moment where Kenneka said again, "Don't stop, look closer, count, and finish him." So, I'm like, finish who? Kenneka, finish who? And like I said, she's fading away at this point. And the image that's becoming clear is like coming up behind her. And I promise y'all, in a blink of an eye, she was gone. And the beverage manager was standing right in my fucking face. Scared the shit out of me. Scared the shit out of me. And I'm telling y'all right now, when I woke up from that dream, I grabbed my recorder, I grabbed my notebooks. I needed to write down as much as I could about that dream because, like I said, it felt so real to me. And that's when I realized that we're not done with him yet. We're not. And I got some other shit to show y'all. So let's get into this shit right now. So I told y'all in that last video that I was confused about
This shit creepy as hell, right? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This shit creepy as hell. Let's keep it a buck.
the lower level and layout. Okay, so we're gonna just go over a couple things. So remember this right here, where we saw the female manager down here at the lower level, and then right behind her is the beverage manager. Like he was following her down there, and then he cut down this hallway. And I told y'all in that last video that midway down this hallway, if you look to the left, there's the escalators and the stairs that Kenneka bumped into. Okay, one thing that I want y'all to understand about this right here is that we see him going to this lower level at 8:23, 8:24. Okay, so I thought about like what Kenneka was telling me, where she was saying to count. So I came across a video by Mike Mecca, and I wasn't even looking for this particular video, but because I clicked on it, I went on and watched it. And just so happened, he was talking about deleted footage and time skips. Okay, so yeah, just real quick. Now y'all know when y'all go to the bottom of that hallway, you come out into this kitchen right here. When you go through those double doors, one thing that I found out on Mike Mecca is that
Man, everything in this hotel just looks creepy. This don't look like a good hotel at all. Like just looking at every image, it just looks creepy as fuck.
before you hit those double doors, like how we see her right here in the kitchen, before you hit those double doors, to the left, there's a hallway. There's a hallway right there. And I remember people saying that shit in the beginning, and I was like, what? Like, I don't think so. Like, I didn't really have any proof. But I found proof. And let me show this to y'all. This person in this video, they at the Crown Plaza, and they didn't walk the lower level, and they go through these double doors. If you look straight, it's the other set of double doors that Kenneka walked through to get into that kitchen. But then if you turn to the left, nigga, it's a hallway. I'm like, oh, like, okay. And then what I found out is that right here, if you go to the left, you hit those doors that led to the bathroom. And then she walked through, we see her walk through the kitchen, and then she come through kitchen too. And if you look at the bottom corner, you could see her, so you could tell what the path was. Okay? And then she comes out right here. Gray Hughes did a really good job putting this shit together, man. And then, like right here, as soon as she passed right here, that hallway would be to the left. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, I really didn't understand that until now. But Gray Hughes, he put together a video that showed how long it would take for her to get from one side to the other. And it took her about, you know, a minute and some change. Okay? So again, I went looking for video footage that included the time skips because these right here are the crucial hours for me. And that's around 8 o'clock when we see the beverage manager in the lower level. And right here at 8:23, almost 8:24, he's headed toward the kitchen. He's headed toward the kitchen. Excuse me. And when he get midway down that hallway, I don't see him go into the kitchen, but I know he didn't go up those escalators because I watched the escalator footage. Y'all, when I say I've watched hours upon hours of footage, I have. And so let me show y'all some of the time skips. Now we know he down there in the lower level around 8:24, 8:25. And then watch this right here, this footage from kitchen 2. Watch the time. Y'all see that? It jumped from 7:57 to 8:28. About 30 minutes. 30 minutes gone. Then he come in. Yeah, now let's watch everything moving around this lower level between 7:57 and 8:28. We got the female manager headed down there at 8:23. We got the beverage manager on her ass about 8:23, 8:24. Then we got his ass headed toward the kitchen about 8:24, 8:25. Okay. Then we got the female manager. Remember, she went back up to the front desk at 8:25. At this moment right here, her ass is calling the police on Miss Teresa and them. She is. Okay, so now what I want to do is show y'all some footage from the lower level kitchen that Kenneka walked through. Let's look and see what's going on. At 8:27, this motherfucker walking through. Okay? And what I want y'all to understand is kitchen 2 is right there. It's all right here in the same area. And kitchen 2 skipped from 7:57 to 8:28. Now, in this kitchen right here, that's in the same area, we got this motherfucker right here looking through the freezers, the coolers, whatever this is. Because that shit look.
All right, man. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. What y'all to see? It's a bunch of weird shit, man. And the path that they saying she took, and the beverage manager, the there was the I ain't gonna lie, all of those employees just seemed cringe and creepy, like they was just on some serial unaliver ish. That hotel just gave me bad vibes. Every time I see the Kenneka Jenkins footage, I just get more creeped out more than I was last time. It says this part two. Yeah, this is all right, cool.
As hell to me. Like what is he looking for? What is he doing? And that's at 8:27. And then when we see them walking out right there, that's that path. Excuse me. That path takes you out like this way. Okay. So every time we see them cut past, because remember we saw Kenneka at the bottom, and look, we see somebody like they moving around down here on the right in the corner, and it's 8:28. Okay. But we're missing footage from kitchen 2 from 7:57 to 8:28. Okay? Don't forget that. Because I know, like for me, I had to understand this layout, and it's all right here. It's like a big ass circle. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And when I started focusing on the time skips, I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute. I'm trying to put the time skips together because I'm one who I believe that we're missing footage. And then look who pops up at 8:28. The maintenance man. And I told y'all, it looked like he's just doing his damn job. That's what that looked like to me. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've eliminated him as a suspect. He's not on my list. We're not on his ass.
Shit, I'm on everybody ass. I don't think nobody is innocent in that. Everybody seemed like they was all running the play. I don't trust not a soul in the Kenneka Jenkins case.
Because when you take into account um, watching him move and going over his witness statement, everything he said is what you see. Everything. Okay? And we got him in this kitchen starting at 8:28. Now it's 8:29. Look, he's still down there. Now, again, the footage has skipped in kitchen 2, which is right there, from 7:57 to 8:28. What don't they want us to see? And I told y'all, when they come out that side, you can come out right here. Okay? Now watch this footage right here. Watch the time. It's 8:28 on that clock. Y'all see it jump to 9:05? We missing about 30 minutes. 30 minutes gone. Okay? And then we got the maintenance guy up here in this kitchen at 8:34. So it's safe to assume that when he left from down there in the kitchen where we saw him at 8:28, he headed up there. He's headed toward that kitchen.
All of these motherfuckers is shady. It seems like everybody was up to something other than doing their damn job. Everybody was doing something other than their job.
Okay? Where they found Kenneka. Now, understand this. I want y'all need to follow me, okay? Understand this. Don't forget that he told us that he was only up there for a minute before somebody from the front desk called him. And y'all remember? Somebody called him and told him somebody shitted in the pool. We need you to go check that shit out. Come on out of there.
Yeah, something happened in that pool light. And I don't think it was, well, it could have been because from what I heard happened, I heard that Kenneka was in that pool.
But I felt like when I did that video, I told y'all then, I felt like that he was being redirected. Like a motherfucker was following him. Somebody knew or saw him go in there. And that was the reason he was able to be redirected. Because remember, somebody called the front desk. Okay? Somebody called him. And then when he got off the phone, that's when he radioed the maintenance guy. Come on, y'all. Follow me. Y'all understand where I'm going with this? We got the times skipping around the maintenance man. And the question still remains, who called him? And we know the time skipping down here in this kitchen, and it's skipping around the maintenance guy. We saw it. We missing about an hour worth of footage. So let me take you to the lower level kitchen and let's see what the fuck was going on between 8:28 and 9:05. Watch the time. Y'all see it jump from 8:37 to 8:46? About 10 minutes. And then watch this. There you go. The beverage manager. He's down there. Okay? He's down there. And it looked like he just did a walkthrough. So then my question was, where was he coming from? Because the kitchen too is over there in that area where he came from. And then watch the time. From 8:46 to 8:54, the time skips again. About 7 minutes. And then we got him. He looks sneaky as hell, don't he? What are you doing? Was he following the beverage manager? Y'all remember him? Dude scratching in the dishwashing room. Him.
Yeah, that dude look creepy. All these employees they hired, just like they hired some sinister ass employees. I'm scared to. I would be scared to sleep one night at that damn hotel.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on. Now, another area that I wanted to focus on was between about 11:30 and about 12:23 when they found Kenneka. And I wanted to see what was going on around that time on the footage. So we got the female manager bringing the police downstairs into that kitchen at 11:37. And then at 11:38, now we got them coming from the other side, but somehow they ended up coming through the side where Kenneka came in. And that's what makes me think that they used the hallway because they came in that way. Because we've seen all of them come in on the other side. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I hope I ain't confusing y'all with that shit. But we got the police in this kitchen at 11:38 to 11:39, and then at 11:39 we got the beverage manager leaving the kitchen. He out of there. I told y'all when they came in, he went out, and I think he cut through the hallway because he came out on that side. We didn't see him. He wasn't in the kitchen footage with
Police came, dude. So I'm finna get the hell up out of here.
the police. And then look at this uh, footage from kitchen two. Watch the time. It's 11:40, and we got the police coming through there. They all through this lower level, okay? They all through this lower level. But I want y'all to pay attention to the time. Y'all see the time skip from 11:40 to 12:13? Again, we're missing about 30 minutes, okay? We're missing about 30 minutes. So my thing is this. I wanted to know what the hell was going on between 11:40 and 12:13. We got the police coming through kitchen 2 at 11:40, 14. Okay? And then y'all saw it skip from 11:40 to 12:13. Now look at the lower level kitchen at 11:40. See these police officers? It's the same dude. They just came from kitchen 2. That's how close it is. It's really close. And I don't know. Every time I see them going through these freezers or coolers, whatever these things are,
All right. So right there, we see there was a lot going on at that hotel. Obviously, all the employees was involved. Obviously, everybody was running some sort of narrative. I think that everybody was aligned, bro. I can't lie. I think everybody was sitting there aligned on the same page. Like, yo, we finna run this damn play. So Kenneka or whoever was walking down that hallway was a target for whoever, or whatever happened. I don't know. I don't know what, because I don't know if Antonia's in the freezer. I don't know if Kanika's in the freezer. I don't know if Kanika's walking. I don't know if it happened on the sixth, the ninth. There's so many plays, but I do believe that there was a reenactment because the way everything seemed off that night. Everybody's lives were seeming off. The only person I think that didn't know what I always said, I really don't think that Irene knew exactly what was going on. I think that she figured it out, but I don't think she knew exactly what the play was. For some reason, I just don't think she knew exactly the play, but I think she figured it out. And I don't think Bree knew, but I think Bree ended up figuring it out along the way. But Kanika knew all along that there was a play, but it just wasn't on her. It was supposed to be a play with somebody else. So I say all that to say we got a lot to unpack still. There's still so much more that we got to talk about in this damn Kanika case, man. It doesn't stop. Like I told y'all, it just does not stop. It just keeps going. I got too much content when it comes to this case that we could just get over here and chop it up about every damn day. This was part four. Are y'all ready for part five? Let me know in the chat. Are we? No, no, not let me know in the chat. Well, you can let me know in the chat, but I want y'all to get in that comment section when this ends and let me know part five or not. Do we stop at part four? Because part three was good. Part three didn't get the numbers that the part two got. And I think y'all should go back and watch part three. You know what I'm saying? Part three is climbing up there, but part three is I don't even know. Did y'all know I did a part three? You know what I'm saying? I think the part two is in at 29K. And that one's going up. It's almost at 30K right now. So let's get part three up there, man. Go back and watch part three if you missed part three. And also part four is this was another action-packed episode. Part five is gonna be even better. We're gonna finish up right there and then pick up somewhere else and leave it there. We're gonna keep doing this every time that I do one of these videos. So make sure you get into the comment section when this live and when this video ends, and let me know what you think, man. Was this a play? Was it staged? Do you believe exactly what the police said? Do you believe the hotel staff? Do you think the hotel staff was involved? Get into the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this Kenneka case. Also, get into the comment section and comment part five. I need to see 100 people comment part five. Y'all did it on part two and three. Y'all told me, y'all, we need that part two. We need that part three. We need that part four. So I want y'all to get into the comment section again and let me know y'all need that part five. If you want that part five, I'm going to bring it to you. I always deliver. Yesterday I got busy, but today I delivered. So let's go. That Ashley Janae story we did earlier, I want y'all to go back and check that video out. That's a good case as well to get into. That was part 2 I did of that today. So if you missed the Ashley Janae video, go check that Ashley Janae video out. Also, I'll be back tomorrow with more stories. Man, I was thinking about doing another story, but I might leave it at Kenneka and we come back on something else tomorrow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But salute to the Ratchet Gang, salute to the moderators, Green Team. I love all of my moderators. I love all the Green Team. Salute to the chat. I love everybody. Appreciate everybody for all the love, support. Make sure you, if you want to send a donation, super chat, super sticker, cash app, $ Ratchet TV, or if not, just hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and get into the comment section when this video ends and hype this video up right about now. I need everybody to get ready to hype this damn video up. Are y'all ready? Hype me up. I love you more than you ever know. This your boy Big Ratchet. That's Ratchet Gang. And this is Ratchet TV. I'm gone.